Hello everyone, and welcome to From the Heart Friday, session 108, with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Happy Friday! Woohoo! How are you today? Thank you so much for joining me. It is another hot one here in upstate New York. We survived the torrential downpours of Hurricane Frank that covered the Northeast here, and thankfully things weren't too bad in our area. We lost power just for a couple hours, but that was it. But all is well. Hi Philomena, hi Gladys. But the humidity is here today with a vengeance, and I am just melting. So I hope you guys are staying cool. I've got the air conditioner running, but man, it's still pretty warm back here in the craft cave. So I've got a really cute, quick card for you. Well, I wouldn't say quick, but it's a really cute card. We will be using the Counting Sheep stamp set and dies that are part of the Celebration 2021 2.0, as I like to call it, our second celebration of the year, which is really awesome. Hi Gladdy, hi Janelle, hi Carrie, welcome. Yeah, so a few exciting things. This coming Sunday, like 2 days from now, is my 15-year stampiversary. I don't know where the past 15 years have gone. That's amazing. So I have some pretty awesome ordering specials for you guys if you want to support my channel and help me reach my goals here for my stampiversary. So I have some amazing tutorials, so no matter what amount, how much or how little that you order, you'll receive at least one or up to 3 of my amazing project tutorials this month. Our Creative Cardiology Team, that's my initial tutorial. We are featuring some of the amazing Celebration items. Then my Demo Design Dream Team tutorial, that's 16 different projects. We're a collaboration of different demonstrators, and our theme there is the new mini catalog. And then my international tutorial bundle is featuring the Expressions in Ink product suite from the annual catalog. So 3 amazing tutorials for you. Plus, if you order $50 or more here from me, then you will be entered to go on my 50-50 board. So what I'm doing, I've got 50 squares here on this board, and for every 10, so for every $500 in orders, then I will draw a name. So I'll draw 2 names for every $500 in orders, one for a half price item and one for a $50 shopping spree. So if you place a $50 order with me this month, then you have an opportunity to earn a half price item or get a $50 shopping spree. Pretty amazing. You do need to use my host code. So my host code for this week right now is my August host code, ZWWZTKJ4. I'll flip the camera and you'll see that. Stampin' Up! Has changed their policies a bit, and they're not allowing us to call in and say, oh, I'm sorry, my customer missed the host code, can you add it for us? So you do need to be sure that you use that host code when you're shopping in the online store that connects your order with me, and then I get the sales credit, and then you get the amazing tutorials and the bonus perks that I'm offering. Hey Maureen, hey Kim, hi Wendy, hi Luann. So glad to see, to see all of your names here watching with me. As you can see, I'm glistening because it's pretty sticky back here. But we are playing with the Counting Sheep stamp set. This is a fun one, so you can earn the stamp set itself free with a $50 US order, and then you can get the dies to go with it with an additional $50. So to get the whole bundle, you do need a $100 order, or you can break it up. Celebration is from August and September, but be aware that the sheep dies are in limited quantity. So make sure if that's something that you want on your list, you order those and get those quick, because if you wait till the end of September, you're probably going to miss out. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera here. We are also going to play with the Pattern Party Designer Series paper. That is the mega stack that is in the back of the annual catalog. It is a host item. So if you want this stack, my goodness, it's 48 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. And that is something you can get with Stampin Rewards if your order is over $150. So pretty amazing there. All right, let me flip. We will get started. I think this is going to be a really cute card for you. All right, make sure our lighting is good. All right, make sure that our camera's not gonna move on us. All right, there we go. Let's turn that on. Make sure we got lots of light. And there we go. Now we're good. Okay, so you can see my host code on the screen. If you have any questions about ordering with me, feel free to reach out to me by email or my phone number. All of this good stuff is, you can see it there on the screen. And if you are watching on YouTube or anything on replay, then you can also hit the About Me, and that will have my contact information on there as well, and I'll be happy to help you with an order. Okay, so for this card, we need a card base of Flirty Flamingo. Told you we're going fun and bright. This is a standard piece of cardstock, so 5.5 by 8.5 here. Fold that and score it there at the 4 1/4 mark. Okay, so the next layer, which we're not going to glue on quite yet, I thought it'd be fun to put our sheep out into pasture in a field of flowers. So we are using this particular pattern from the Pattern Party Designer Series paper. Like I said, this can be found in the annual catalog here on page 171. It is a stack of 48 sheets of 12 by 12, and you get all of these amazing papers. They're colored on one side and black and white on the other, so you can modify that however you like. All right, so I'm not going to glue this down quite yet because I'll have you help me pick some ribbon to go with this later. In the meantime, we are kind of going to build from the bottom up. We're going to build our background. So I'm pulling in my stitched rectangle dies, in particular the third, well, I guess this is the fourth. Okay, so we want the fourth smallest. So if you count 1, 2, 3, and then this is the fourth one. So what I've done with this is I have die cut a piece of Pool Party cardstock here. So this ends up being about, let me measure here. Ends up being about 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so that's what this finished die cut size is. So I cut one from Pool Party as well as one from Granny Apple Green. Now I did cut both of them out. Then what I'm going to do with this Granny Apple Green is I'm actually going to tear it. I'm going to tear it in half. Yeah, so we're going to go with some tearing technique here. Just wad it up, tear it off here. All right. It doesn't need to be even. You can kind of rough it up a little bit if you want. And then actually from our counting sheep set, we do have some little grass sprigs there. So I'm pulling in my Granny Apple Green ink, and let's stamp some extra little grass around here. Okay. Yeah, so I got a fun little field. All right, so what I'm going to do then is just flip that over and take my Stampin' Seal here and just put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this. So the reason that I pre-die cut both of them, now I can go on here and look at that. I can match it up and they are perfectly sized. I don't have to trim my Granny Apple Green piece anymore. It's just good to go as is. Okay, so that was with the fourth size, smallest of the stitched rectangle dies there. Okay, and look how nice and organized mine are now. I used one of those just magnetic heating vent covers there. I just went with the cheap ones, and they're so nice and organized now. If you've seen some of my previous videos, you know that I have a tendency, they just kind of hang out all over the place. All right, so since we're kind of building our landscape here, you can kind of see this is going to be our field of flowers. This is going to be our kind of our focal panel here. Now I'm going to bring in some crumb cake cardstock, and again, this is about 2 inches. I think this is like a 2 inch by 4 inch piece. You don't need it quite that long, but with the sheep dies here, we have this fun fence, and so I just needed something. I had these already just like in my crumb cake cardstock pack where I throw my scraps. So I die cut this, and check it out. When you do that, the die has that amazing embossing and things on it too. I thought that was pretty cool. So what I wanted to do is grab my sponges from one of my previous videos, and I had some crumb cake ink on one of my little sponge daubers here. So grab your protector here for your surface, your chipboard, whatever you're using. Take your finger dauber and let's just sponge a little bit of this on. It does darken, but it also helps highlight some of that neat wood grain texture that die adds to the cardstock, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so I kind of like it a little bit uneven in color. Makes it look a little more natural. So that was crumb cake ink on crumb cake cardstock there. Okay, with the sheep dies that has that fun fence post. All right, so what I'm going to do here is this is going to fit right on top. So I'm probably going to have to trim it a little bit. I actually think, you know what, maybe I'll just let it kind of extend over. Yeah, we'll kind of tuck it down in here. I think that'll be kind of cute. So let's use some glue dots for that. I don't really need it to pop up because I'll pop up my sheep instead. All right, so let's put some glue dots on our kind of corner pieces here. All right, so I'm going to do 4 glue dots. Okay, and then the next one, there we go. Okay, all right, yeah, and then let's kind of tuck that in so you can kind of rough that up a little bit. That's our torn edge. Go ahead and just slide your fence post in there. There we go, the grass growing up around the post. Thought that was kind of cute. Here we go. All right, so now that we've kind of got all that in place, let's go ahead and put some Stampin' Seal on this and adhere it to our little field of flowers behind us. All right, so we'll go right like that. Yeah, about center there. Isn't that fun? Nice and whimsical with all of these colors. Okay, so here's where the ribbon comes in. Before I glue this panel onto our base, I have chosen 2 of the fun ribbons from the mini catalog. I love that you have accessories at a glance. This is page 74. So you can see I've got the Pool Party striped grosgrain ribbon, and I also pulled out the black and white gingham ribbon. So let me know. I was thinking we needed something to kind of come across the front here. And I can't decide if I want to go with the Pool Party or the gingham. Let me know what you prefer. Hi Sharon, welcome. Yeah, so we're voting on the ribbon. While we're doing that, let me kind of move this off to the side. While you are deciding on your ribbon preference there, I'm going to pull in a scrap of basic white, and we have 3 sheep on this card, but I think I want to go with the fancy standing sheep. He's outstanding in this field. So let's ink that up. We'll use our Tuxedo Black Memento ink for this, because that way we can color with our smoky slate or really any color of our Stampin' blends, depending on what color sheep you want. And we can stamp that right on there. And then what's awesome, we then have the dies. So in this stamp set, you get the dies for each of the sheep, the little party hat, you get the fence post, and then we've got these cute little clouds. So while you're die cutting your sheep on your basic white, go ahead and line up your little cloud pieces. You get 2 cloud dies. So if you put them flat side to flat side there, you can run them through at the same time. And then you also get this little banner a balloon, and a sunshine too. All super cute. All right, so we'll take those, die cut them. We end up with our little sheep and our 2 cloud pieces here. Okay. All right, so it looks like we are getting quite a few votes for gingham. Yeah, well, it looks like it is unanimous. Okay, we're gingham it is. All right. Thank you guys for helping with that. Let's go ahead and just kind of put this on now so I can get things kind of tidied up here. Too many pieces in my way. All right, so I'm just laying this across my card front. Snip it a little bit longer. We'll flip this over. Apply our adhesive all the way around the edges. A little dab in the middle for good measure. Okay, then I'm gonna have this cut across the lawn there. And just tape that to the back. You can put a little bit of extra over there if you want to make sure they don't come loose at all. There we go. Oh, you know what? I'm missing a piece. I'm like, gee, that doesn't look right. Okay, so you need a layer of basic black. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and then our designer paper or pattern party layer is 3 3/4 by 5. All right, that makes a little more sense. So here we go. That layer's on the black. That gives us a little pop contrast in there too. All right, so now apply our adhesive. I knew I had, this is one of those cards that's really fun, but again, a few pieces here. But it's really neat because then you can make your own little landscapes like we're doing today. Isn't that cute? Yeah, so once I get my my sheep and our sentiment pieces in place, then I'll add a little knot on there too. So in the meantime, I'm going to pull in my little scrap. You can see where I sponged our fence there. And I am pulling in our smoky slate blends here. So let's see, let's go with the dark smoky slate, and we'll just kind of use that to go all the way around. Again, you could use, sheep do come in different colors, so whichever color strikes your fancy, and that is fine. Okay. And all right, let's do a little dark gray on his legs here. And then we'll highlight some of these little pieces too because they're fun. All right, then we'll come in with our light smoky slate for our face here and for the ears. And then let's go with our black. All right, so I'm going to use the light basic black because it's just a little bit lighter. That way you can still see the stamping of the hooves there. Okay. All right. Yeah. So you could color the whole thing if you want. I don't know. I kind of like him a little gray and white. Like I said, you could totally change it up if you want. Let's go ahead and put our dimensionals on the back of this. So, yeah, Mom says, what color does your sheep come in? So mine is gray and white, but if you want a black sheep or a brown sheep or maybe you've just got a dirty sheep, I don't know. All right, so I got out here in our pen. Let's see here. Ta-da! This kind of sheep is kind of skipping through. Oh, I forgot to put my clouds on here. All right, let's grab a little bit of adhesive on these and tuck these in as well. Okay, so we've got one that can kind of float up here. Actually, we don't really need too many. It's a nice day out for this sheep to be out in the pasture. So let's just put the other one up here. That works. yeah, sheep break dancing. It looks more like sheep ballet. I don't know. Is that a pirouette? We could, there we go. What kind of dancing does your sheep do? All right, so for the sentiment layer, I am pulling in the Tasteful Labels dies. I'm going to use this larger circular piece. It kind of has this little zigzag pattern. So I die cut that with basic black, and you can see it does have like a fun little, almost like a little rickrack pattern on the back. And then to layer on that, I've pulled in my layering circles, and this is the second size. Okay, so not the smallest, but the second smallest. Layers perfect on that. So I die cut that out of some basic white. Now let's take our sentiment. I think this sheep is pretty special, so we'll use the You're Amazing sentiment on here again with our tuxedo black memento ink. Okay, yep, we're good and juicy there. You're amazing. All right. Okay, so then little adhesive on the back. Layer this right on top. So I thought that was good to know that your layering circles and your Tasteful Labels dies do work together really well. All right, so a couple more dimensionals. Kim is laughing. Kim, what kind of dance does your sheep do? We get kind of punchy on Friday afternoons a little bit. All right, so I think You're Amazing should go right down here on the right, which is why we'll bring in our gingham ribbon here and actually I need to go. I can only tie ribbon in certain directions, so I'm right-handed, so we'll do this. So I've got the right piece. A nap dance? Yeah, I could use a nap. I don't know. I could use like a float in the pool or a cool shower or something. All right, trim this off a little bit. This one got a little long. Let's trim it a little shorter. Okay. So, yeah, and then our ribbon has a mind of its own today, too. It's kind of feeling pretty spunky there with our dancing sheep. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do we need anything else on here? Any embellishments? I think it's kind of fun. The little landscape that we built. Oh, Luann's so funny. My sheep does the woolly bully. I'm going to have that song in my head. Are you all singing it now? Woolly bully, woolly bully, woolly bully. All right, I better stop. You guys don't want to hear me sing. All right, so Philomena says, looks fine. All right, yes, great punny card. Pun intended. Fun. Well, this was the Counting Sheep stamp set with the sheep dies, both available as free with qualifying purchase during Celebration 2021 2.0, as I'm calling it here. So you can see these on pages 2 and 11. Kim, you've never heard that song before? I know my mom is singing it. Yeah, it says it's in her mind now too. All right, Kim, you'll have to Google it, or I'll have to send you a link. Oh, goodness. All right. So, yeah, so you can get both of these items, the whole bundle here, free with a $100 purchase, or you can break it up here over August and September. And, yeah, so amazing. It's been fun. It says Janelle's in her head, too. Oh, Kim says, sorry, I'm deprived. No, you're not missing much, but... Oh, goodness. Oh, well, it has been so fun stamping with you guys here this Friday afternoon. I'm going to leave it at one card here just because it's so warm back here. And I think I'm getting a little punchy. But hope you guys have had fun. Hope you are staying cool and dry and having a great weekend here. And I will be stamping with you again soon. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye-bye.